Hi, my name is Cherish Allen, and I'm here to talk to you about my trip that I had about 3 years ago. So basically, I was chilling with a group of friends, about four people, and they had this stuff called zombie, which is synthetic marijuana. And I sat there and I had about three hits, and about my third hit, I actually experienced zoning out and going into this box is what I call it. And when I went into this box, I kind of told my friends I lost my mind. Basically they didn't believe me, and so the trip was actually, when I went into this trip, I started seeing like everybody look as like clay figures, and I started grabbing onto my friend's desk. And like, just imagine if you're in a house that was 100 years old and it's starting to get vacant. That's how I was turning. So as I was grabbing onto this, I started falling and I started tripping out. And basically after that, I had an out-of-body experience to where I went into this dark place and there was no sides, no walls, no nothing, and I felt like fire underneath my like soul, because I was now a spirit as I preserved it. And as I fell into a lake of fire, and basically it was my soul was in a lake of burning fire, and I started screaming and something undescribable, the smell, the everything. There was levels. I was at a certain level, and basically I was just praying and I was saying, this is not where I want to be. And I guess I came back and I don't remember any of it, but my friend said I was about 3 hours into the trip, and when I actually got back to myself, one of my friends had actually picked me up, and I was sitting in her living room, and she asked me, how many hits did you take? And I said 3, and that's actually where I got my consciousness back. And I told her thank you, because I was very appreciative about her, getting me back to where I was. And that was basically my trip. It was horrible, like the fire was like liquid lava, like somebody taking your body and just throwing it to lava. Or it happened fast, very fast. I dropped down very fast, came out my body very fast. It was something that I wish I didn't experience. It changed my mindset, changed the way I think, changed the way I looked at life. That's about it. Like, I'm just glad that I'm able to tell people and influence them to not, just be influenced by what people tell you. This is a certain way, you should try this. You shouldn't try everything.
My name is Carl. I will be interviewing Lucifer, Michael, and Gabriel. What was it like being in heaven?
Heaven? Heaven is really a wonderful place. I mean, the streets are really paved with gold. Oh yeah. But to me, the only real downfall in heaven is God. Because he's so vain. He insists on having everything his way. Now me, I was the angel that protected the throne. Oh yeah. I was also the minister of music. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did. But he was very ungrateful. So ungrateful. Very ungrateful.
Okay, moving right along. Lucifer, what made you, or should I say, why did you rebel against God in heaven?
See, that's not exactly the way that it happened. See, God got all excited about something he was doing that was new.
The Almighty God was excited about enlarging his family. You see, he's got us, but he wanted to create life in his own image and likeness, so that he would call them sons and daughters.
Mr. Interviewer, females? There wasn't any females in heaven. None. Females.
That's where you're wrong. The wisdom of God is referred as she, meaning female. She's always existed. And the 8th chapter of the book of Proverbs explains this.
This is interesting. Very interesting. Lucifer, how did you feel about God creating children in his own image? Is it true that angels are not created in his own image?
I felt, as I still feel, God messed up. He made his first mistake. You know, the people that he created, I told him, they're not going to love you for you. They're only going to be in it for what you do to them, what you do for them, how you please them. Besides, they're inferior to us anyway. You know, they're like ants, just minuscule, minute, you know. They're nothing. They're nothing. I told him. And look at the mess that God got the world in. It's all his fault. All his fault.
Lucifer, there are those that would disagree with you about the 90%. There are at least 1 billion Christians, and not to mention 1 billion Muslims worldwide. And other religions as well. All of them believe that you will get to heaven or paradise all will believe you get to heaven or paradise worshiping who they worship. And then there are those that worship you directly, such as the Church of Satan and secret societies.
You see, Satan has many names. Horus is one of them. On the back of the American dollar bill, there is a pyramid. The capstone is not connected, and there is an eye in the center of the capstone. This eye represents Lucifer. But the name is Horus.
True. And people are willing to and are dying every single day for the almighty dollar.
Lucifer, are you behind husbands and wives that cheat on each other as well?
That is a matter of opinion, Mr. Interviewer. King David had plenty of women. He had sex all the time. King Solomon had more women than he had, and he had sex all the time. The whole thing was about sex, you know? Men with men, women with women. I mean, people with animals. It's all good. It's all about sex. Sex rules the world. Sex, power, and money. That's it. But I put sex at the top of the list, don't you? That's right. And I'm happy to see that the men and the men are getting married. And the women and the women are getting married to each other. Wonderful. See, sex rules the world. The inferiors can't get enough. They're just like animals. Have to have it.
It was designed for procreation for the human race. It was meant only for marriage between a man and a woman. You distorted it, Lucifer. You influenced and you encouraged for people to have sex outside of marriage. You influenced men to have sex with men and for women to have sex with women. You influenced adults to have sex with children. You influence humans to have sex with animals. You are the source of all evil that contaminated the people. You influence and you encouraged for people to have sex outside of marriage. You influenced men to have sex with men and for women to have sex with women. You influence adults to have sex with children. You influence humans to have sex with animals. You are the source of all evil that contaminated the people. You influence and you encouraged for people to have sex outside of marriage. You influence adults to have sex with children. You influence humans to have sex with animals. You are the source of all evil that contaminated the people. You, Lucifer, are the one who caused people of being guilty of sin.
Now, Michael, you can blame me all you want to, but the fact of the matter is the people choose to follow me. They follow me because they want to follow me. That's right. It's by choice. They want to, I'm available, and they want to follow me, so they follow me. There it is there. You can be a hater all you want, but they still follow me.
They are following you because of the nature of sin you gave to Adam and Eve.
Now, Michael, let's get the facts straight. All I did was ask Eve, the slut, a few questions, and she ran with it.
There's more to it than that. You encouraged her curiosity about the fruit. But the hook was when you said, "You shall not die." It was easy since she had no concept of what death was like. You made it to beg. No big deal. So she saw it that way.
When she saw that it was good to look at, she desired to touch it. And when she touched it, nothing happened. She took it and put it to her lips and could smell the sweetness of it. She imagined how it would taste as she nervously took the first bite, as you looked on.
She loved the taste. And again, with nothing happened, she told Adam. Adam was upset with her. But he didn't want anything bad to happen to her. So he thought he might as well eat some too. That is what happened.
Bravo, bravo, Michael. Bravo, Gabriel. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is that God holds Adam and Eve and everybody else accountable for their own actions. So you need to do the same too. Instead of pointing the finger at me, trying to blame me, blame them.
Well, Lucifer, how do you feel about the fact that there are many different religions? People don't necessarily worship you. People worship many different gods, from the sun, the moon, the stars, animals, people, you name it, somebody worships it.
You know what I like about this interview?
What is that?
Because it doesn't make a difference what you say, what I say, what the angels say, or anybody else says. It doesn't matter what Jesus says. The people are going to do what the people love to do. And people love to sin. They love sinning. They love it.
It is still your fault. Every act of disobedience ordained with you. I feel for them, and I feel for our Heavenly Father.
I hate to say it, but there is some truth to what Lucifer is saying. But his lies outweigh the truth coming from his mouth.
You want the truth? Okay, I'll tell you the truth. It doesn't matter. I have nothing to fear, Michael, from telling the truth.
Okay, sounds good to me. What are your plans for the future? Let me rephrase that question. Do you have anything to do with the praying of Mary and the apostles, such as Peter, Paul, Matthew, etc.?
Mary and the disciples, they are alive and well in heaven, of course. Of course. Yeah. But according to the Bible, it says there's only one mediator between God and man, and that's Jesus, according to the Bible. I mean, but who really believes that anyway? You know, but you're referring to Martin Luther. Yeah. But he was called a heretic. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't, okay, big deal. So he divided the church into Protestants and Roman Catholics. So what? Big deal. Doesn't matter to me.
So, are you saying Martin Luther was right? His beliefs about the Bible did spark the Reformation period. He went through the Bible and found what he called 95 conflicts, he claimed, and proved that the Roman Catholic Church system, that the system of the Roman Catholic Church did not go by the Bible. And on October 31st, 1517, he posted the written 95 theses or contradictions to the door of the Vatican. For this, it caused many believers in the Roman Catholic system to leave the Roman Catholic Church and become Protestants. This was the beginning of what we call the Reformation period. What is very interesting is Martin Luther was 33 years old when he did this.
Jesus was crucified at the age of 33. He is now seated at the right hand of our Heavenly Father. He makes intercession for all of God's children on earth. Lucifer goes to heaven and accuses all of God's children for whatever they are doing, whether they are guilty or not. But Jesus defends them.
I just tell it like I see it. They claim to be God's children, but yet they follow me. They don't follow him. They follow me. Can't say that I blame them, though, But they are following the God of this world. For I am Lucifer, the God of this world.
Look at the case involving Job. Job was a righteous man. Job was following God. God the Father said he was. Lucifer, you knew this.
It's my business to know. God protected Job. God put a hedge of protection around him so that I couldn't get to him, But when I asked him, I suggested to God, move the hedge of protection and watch what he's going to do. I said, he'll curse you to your face. Now, his wife was supposed to get him for me. She told him, curse God and die. But he wouldn't do it. He remained faithful. He remained everything that God said he was. But big deal, 90% of the people follow me. So a few slip through the cracks. I don't care. As long as I get the majority, doesn't matter.
Well, Lucifer, it appears to me that if you stop the evil that you influenced, you just might keep yourself from going to eternal punishment.
All right, interviewer. Let's see. This is one of the strongest motivators that incite sin. Example, King David. He was walking on the roof of his palace one night and he saw sexy Bathsheba taking a bath, and he had to have her. Yeah, that's right. Sure did. Strong motivator. That's right. Strong motivator. Oh, yeah.
I am aware of this incident. So you were the behind-the-scenes villain that instigated the whole thing.
Yes, he listened to me. I spoke into his mind, and he thought it was his own thoughts. I spoke the thought-provoking, lust-filled words into his mind that caused him to lust after her. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. King David, I enjoyed speaking to him.
Right. Lucifer also convinced King David to have her husband, Uriah, murdered on the battlefield. King David impregnated Bathsheba. Her husband was not sleeping with her at that time. due to the loyalty of his fellow soldiers that were fighting alongside him in the battles. So King David tried to hide the adultery that he and Bathsheba had committed by killing her husband Uriah.
That worked like a charm.
But did you really accomplish with King David? He still got it together with God. He is in heaven right now.
My goal is to get as many people as possible to follow me, by any means. All right, I want them to defy God. Exactly. And follow me. And there it is there. Most people will not make it to heaven anyway. Most of them are going to hell. Most of them are. But it's no big deal. Because after all, hell is party time for the 90%.
Now, Michael, we would like to get some serious and truthful answers involving men and women. Over 50% of marriages end in divorce. The same percentage applies to the church also. What would you say is the main contributing factor to the percentages of divorces?
People go into the marriage with the expectation that their partner is all of a sudden this semi-perfect person who is there to supply all their needs. But this is not the case. In order for it to work, first and foremost, you have to put God first.
Absolutely. God designed marriage. Marriage is the foundation of the family. Lucifer and his army has been the behind-the-scenes enemy, influencing husbands and wives to turn against each other by using the me, myself first syndrome. This is a very strong perpetrator of husbands and wives focusing on themselves and neglecting God and each other.
Let me expand upon this topic. Sexual relationship between a man and a woman is biblically correct. God did not create men to have sex with men, or women to have sex with women. The purpose of getting married is to have kids that will contain 50% of the husband's genes and 50% of the wife's genes.
Now, with the population growth as large as it is, the world is overpopulated. They need to have a plan called world population reduction. I know they do, but they need to expand it even more. Because of the lack of worldly resources. God didn't create enough down here on earth for everybody. So, need to eliminate some people. They need to get rid of them quick, fast, and in a hurry.
There are people following your evil plan of killing, and they have been used using different methods to achieve this objective. They developed a plan called population reduction.
Governments, including false religions, insinuations, are the behind the killing.
Okay, back to relationships. How do the demons influence the destruction of relationships?
In order to affect them directly, the demons speak into their minds using the voice of the person whose mind they are speaking into. They say all kinds of stuff. Anytime a thought just pops into your head and you ask yourself,
now where did that thought come from?
It was really a demon, right? At least that is what you're insinuating, right? Well, if that's the case, we mean business, mister.
This is real. The humans adapt their behavior based on the thoughts that enter the mind. The best thoughts are those that trigger the emotions.
Is it because people don't care?
The emotions. The emotional, weak people. They're emotional creatures. They move by whatever they feel. And we feed them the thoughts that lead them by the emotions that we project. We can predict what they're going to do based on the thoughts that we give them that lead to the emotions that they follow. So, there it is there.
You know how a radio signal gets scrambled? Well, that's what the demons do. The wife asks the husband, "Honey, am I gaining weight?" The husband says, "Honey, you've gained some, but you still look good." The demons scramble the words and makes her think that she heard, "Honey, you're fat, out of shape, and don't ever, ever take your clothes off."
So now she is mad at her husband, even though he didn't say anything close to what she thought she heard. So now we have an emotional wall put up between the two of them. The demons are free to flood their minds with all types of horrible thoughts. Without help in time, this relationship is doomed to fail.
Lucifer, isn't it true that as it concerns people, you come to do three things: kill, steal, and destroy?
Mr. Interviewer, that is what they say.
The Bible says that.
So what are you, a Bible thumper? Well, based on the way the world is, though, nobody has to come to do those three things: the killing, stealing, and destroying. You know, the people are doing it all to themselves. They don't need any help from me. There it is there on that, Mr. Bible thumper.
Yeah, but they are listening to your demons, the ones who speak into their minds, influencing them to do wrong.
You know how your mommy be telling you all about God and she wants you to pray and all that? You don't have to do that. The other kids, they don't do it. And they do just fine.
Yeah, whatever you say, Michael.
Okay, let's move right along to another topic.
Fine with me. Shoot.
Let's talk about satanic worship.
You don't have to make it sound so bad. People have a right to worship me if they choose, as I said to God.
Let me be clear on this point. The angels have no interest in worshiping you. They are angels just like you. Well, demons since the rebellion.
What is your point?
The point is, you are not a real God.
That is not what the world thinks. They worship me in many different ways. Money, sex, and power, that's what rules. I represent all of them.
Those things are fine when they are used properly.
The world is saturated with my symbolisms. They all represent me. The skulls, the bones, the knives through the heart, the blood. They all represent me.
Okay, so the world is filled with your symbols. That doesn't mean everybody worships you.
Most of the people do. They worship me either directly or indirectly. Soon the whole world is going to worship me as my puppets get this one world government together. Everyone, everywhere will worship me, for I am Lucifer, the God of this world.
You're talking about the New World Order?
Of course, and no one can tame them. No one can blame them. No one can stop them. For they have a mind to worship me, Lucifer, the God of this world. And this interview is now over. Terminated. Done. I've spoken enough to you. I have a point to prove.
And what point is that?
Sabrina in Phoenix.
Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, it feels so good, girl. Ooh. Ooh, that was good.
Phoenix. Hey. I'm home alone now. You can come over. Yeah. Oh, use the back door. And watch out for the neighbors. Okay.
All this love? You look real good and sexy, Sabrina. You like you around 18.
I am 18. I got into some trouble at school. That's why I'm still in high school.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Age ain't nothing but a number anyway. But how about this? We gonna drink this good stuff, smoke that good chronic, then we gonna do that thing.
Sounds like a plan. Wait, did you bring condoms?
Condoms?
I asked you if you brought condoms.
I'm not doing anything with nobody else. So we shouldn't have nothing to worry about. You my girl. You ain't cheating, are you?
No, I don't believe in having sex with multiple people. That's nasty. And besides, if I give you some, I have to care about you.
Good then. Cause I ain't having sex with nobody else neither. You know you do something to me, right? Being with you is like hitting the lottery or the jackpot. You know I love you, right, Sabrina?
And I love you too, Phoenix. But we should use condoms. I mean, we gotta use something. All these diseases out here, and I could get pregnant.
Why is she sweating you like that, man? She must be giving it to her old boyfriend. That's what's up. You know? Man, you got to make this heifer do it raw. She got to give it to you bare. You don't want to feel no latex. You want to feel that. You know he wants to feel that. Be a man. Be a man. Yeah, forget that old boyfriend stuff. Check her about that.
You ain't still doing it with old boy, is you?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm with you and only you. And don't bring him up again. I can't stand him. And why you tripping?
Did you ever give it to him, bro?
I don't see what that has to do with us. I mean, the past is the past.
I love you, Sabrina. You know, I really want to be with you. But you doing all this making me feel like you don't want to be with me.
That's not true, Phoenix.
You better listen to him. You better go on ahead and do it the way you want to do it. Because you're going to be alone. And you don't want to be alone. You feel useless when you're alone. You don't want to be lonely. Give it up. Open up. Spread it. Surrender. Spread it.
I haven't did it with no X, no Y, no Z, no ABC, just you. We always did it with a condom and you never complained.
Well, this time I just want to do it raw. So what's the problem with that?
Everything.
She's lying. It ain't everything. Everything is getting it raw. Getting it raw. Tell that girl you want her to be your wife.
You know, you like my future wife. And I'm your future husband. And we shouldn't have to use a condom all the time. Sometimes we need to do it freely. I just want to feel you. You know I love you.
The point is, Mr. Phoenix, the girl is right here. And you need to hit that raw. I mean, you need to open it up like a sliding window that's now unlocked. and you spread it wide open. She can feel herself spreading wide right now. She can feel herself spreading emotionally. She can feel herself challenging herself to really go with it. She's just about ready to open up that box and let that intense, overwhelming passion out. She's about ready to explode. Get it raw, brother. Do it. Be the man. Hit it raw.
Now it's difficult for them to make a rational decision with you speaking into their minds. They are not married. They are about to sin. And you are influencing them to commit fornication. And they are about to damage their future.
Their own minds and bodies is leading them. I just want to do what I do. Kill, steal, and destroy. I want them all to die and go to hell. At least 200,000 of those people that you and God love die and go to hell every day because they love sin, especially sex. It feels too good for them to wait to do it the way, to do it God's way. Yeah. Yeah. They love it.
However, you and your demon buddies never stop talking in their mind. Yes, they do have free will, just as we have. But if you would stop your influence for just one day, most of them would do right.
Look, I'm on a mission. I refuse to let these inferiors win. All is fair in hate and war, Michael.
Hate is your destruction. If you had left the humans alone, they would not have sinned. You led them. You caused it all, Lucifer. But why? But why did you do it, Lucifer? You are the greatest, the most beautiful angel, and your music.
Music is the expression of the soul. The inferiors experience it on many different levels. I especially love the rock and the rap, straight from my heart to theirs. You can't blame me because their hearts are wicked.
You are the root cause. You love anything that is anti-God.
Au contraire, Michael. I am the God of this world.
But only for a short time. You will not win.
We will see. The world is just as I predicted it would be. The murder, the rape, the envy, the hate, the stealing, and the lying. The governments that do my bidding because of the riches and power that I give to them. Following me, the elite will become gods, for I am Lucifer, the God of this world.
God has set your future, Lucifer. You are destined for the lake of fire.
Over 250,000 people die every day. And at least 200,000 of those people go straight to hell. There's your purgatory, hell. I know. Jesus died to pay their debt for their sin, but they have to accept him as personal Lord and Savior.
Jesus defeated you on the cross because you have them fooled into thinking that their religions would save them. You have them thinking that they can worship anyone but the one true God, who is the real creator. The one and only God, whose only begotten Son is Jesus.
Oh, spare me the soapbox, Michael. People love to sin. They love money, sex, and power more than life itself. They choose to follow me. I don't make anybody do anything. But enough of this. Come, see for yourself.
Do you feel like I feel? Is your love real? Am I loving your shadow? Is it you? Oh, and if it's a dream, then asleep.
To think I let you talk me into having sex with you unprotected. You are nothing but a liar and a cheat. You gave me the HIV virus and you got me pregnant. I quit school. You ruined my life.
Nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. Everybody hates you. Even your parents hate you. God hates you. You have nothing to live for. You need to just end it all. Just kill yourself. Kill yourself. Bring misery to everybody. Actually, they won't even care. You need to kill yourself today. You need to kill yourself now. End it all now. They're all laughing at you anyway. Look at you. You're pregnant with an ugly baby. You're pregnant and you got HIV. You have nothing to live for. It's time to die. You're doomed to die anyway. You have nothing. You're nothing. Your parents even hate you. Kill yourself. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Nobody loves me. Nobody cares about me. I don't have a life. I'm nothing. I hate everybody. And I hate myself. Why is life so unfair? All I wanted to do was feel loved. Have someone I can call my own. I was a good person. There's things I want to change. But I know I can't. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kill this baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself. And I'm gonna kill this baby.
Yeah.
Come on, I gotta pee. Sabrina. Sabrina, wake up. Sabrina. Mom! Sabrina won't wake up! And she took pills! Mom! 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 Mom!
Mikey! You're coming in from shooting hoops, huh? Are you ready for another lesson on how to get your swag on? How to get that money? Huh? How to get that paper? How to get those girls? Yeah.
No.
What you mean no? What do you mean no? What do you mean? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? You know you want to grow, and I'm the only one that can teach you how to do it. Yeah.
I'm not listening to you anymore. You're the devil. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
What? You can't be. Oh.
I'm a woman now. Will you listen to me now? You ready to get your swag on? Are you ready to be a bad boy?
No. Well, yes. Maybe. I think this is wrong.
It's not wrong. Only thing you have to do is listen to me. Don't listen to your parents. Don't listen to nobody else but me. I'm the only one that can show you the way. There is no God. There is no Jesus. He can't help you. I'm the one who can help you.
Yes, we're different, but that's okay, cause God made us in His own divine way. We're in His image, yes we are, and His likeness will take us very far. But what went wrong? We believed the lie, and that lie did make our spirits die. We fell for the okey-doke rule. The blacks are lazy and don't like school. It's not the truth, and it's time to see that what your mind can conceive, you can achieve. Protect your thoughts, save the lost. It's time to bear good fruit at all costs. We must unite and join the fight against ignorance and poverty. Get off your duff, stand on your feet, and let's liberate for liberty, cause it's all in the mind.